What's up, world?
What's up? What's up? What's up? You guys are now tuned in live to Life Tales. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
And this is our first official premiere. So I'm feeling really good right now. Yes, give it up for Tiffany and Coley.
Give it up.
Give it up, give it up, give it up. And we are about to bring you the real. We about to bring you some controversy. We about to bring you the head scratching. We're going to bring you the eyebrow raising. So we are just excited to be here. I mean, I'm having a beautiful day. No day is ever a bad day. You just have a couple challenges, but I'm feeling good about today. Tiffany, how's your day going? Tell us a little bit about your day.
My day's going well. My day's going well. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're listening, thank you so much. We had a launch party over the weekend. Everything went really well. We want to give a special thanks to Thomas McGee's in the Eastern Market for allowing us to have our launch party at their venue. Everything was a hit. And like Coley just said, thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody who's following us on Instagram. Everybody who went to YouTube and watched our short film, how it all started. We appreciate everybody, and we hope we don't disappoint. It's going to be on fire.
All right now. All right. So just to get into a little bit about what we're going to be talking about, and you know, I just got kind of a question for everybody out there, and I kind of just want to talk about independent women, like, you know, and people's thought, your concept on it, and
well, the question is, and there's several questions, because tonight we're going to be talking about different facets of independence. So it's going to go from stereotypes to what you think, things of that nature. And a big question that has been raised in the African American community, or that's always raised, is, are women too independent? And do men really want an independent woman? Most men say they do. We have a lot of songs. I actually just posted some stuff on Facebook yesterday regarding women maybe holding back on accomplishments to make men comfortable, and everyone said no. So we really want to get into the deep nitty gritty of it. Are black women too independent? Do men really want an independent woman?
I mean, and then it also breaks down to what your definition of an independent woman is, because I mean, sometimes people can look at it as, you know, a woman supporting herself, pays her own bills, does things, and does her own thing, shall I say, and don't want a man to, you know, affect her stability or rely on a man for her stability.
So what's an independent woman? When you hear independent woman, Coley, what do you think?
I think a lot of different things. Like I said, I think it just depends on the content, because you have a lot of people saying they independent and you're really not.
Your head, independent woman.
So off the top of my head, I take care of everything. I don't got not a man, not a family member, not a friend. I pay my own bills when the first of the month rent is due, and I'm thinking about how I'm going to pay my bills. I don't have anybody I'm depending on to pay a particular bill, you know, or to pay my car note, or I do got, you know, some women do have somebody on the side to take care of their phone bill.
So let me ask you this. This is the second part of the question. Do you think that a man really wants that? A woman that pays all their own bills, takes care of everything on her own, and doesn't necessarily need him?
Of course not. Only when it's convenient for him.
Okay. What do you mean when it's convenient for him, though?
You know, because when you really break it down in certain situations, you know, it's a man is a provider by nature, and a lot of the times most men use that as a sense to control their woman as well, even though they may not admit it, and sometimes they may not seem it, but by nature a man wants to be able to provide and protect for their woman. So if they have a woman, it's almost like they feel like they're not needed. But when that man is down and out, you know what I'm saying, or when he see what she brings to the table, and especially when they first dating.
Y'all about to make me make a drink.
Come on with the drink.
I mean, it's the truth. you know, they like for that burden to be taken off of them, or you know, or again, like I said, if they down and out, then yeah, it's cool, you know. But overall, then when it starts to show that effect, or especially if the woman is making more than the man, or especially when she making more moves, because to me, independence also means the type of moves that you make, not even necessarily financially, but mentally, spiritually. It's a combination of it. So I think it
so basically, what you're saying is that in general, a man doesn't want that.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay, that's not what she's saying.
Okay,
no, that is. I mean,
you're saying that a man does not want a woman who is independent and is able to take care of herself. Is that what you're saying?
Again, like I said, it breaks down to what your definition is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, it really what it is it breaks down to what a woman considers to be independent. Because I like what you said earlier as far as you know, basically your description of independent. Because a lot of women feel like independent is having a man to take care of my phone bill, having a man to take care of my water bill, one to do this, one to do that. Some of them feel like being dependent on all of these dudes is somehow making them independent because they're not.
Now that's a hell of a concept.
It's a lot of females that feel like I'm independent because I got a man that'll buy my clothes, that'll buy my shoes. I got a man that'll pay my car note. I got a man that'll pay my phone bill, and that makes them independent.
I'm going to say yes and no.
Feel like
I'm going to say yes and no to that because to some extent, maybe they feel they're independent because they're able to hustle and get things out of these men that a lot of people are not. Well, that's to you. Everything is opinion. But I will say this when it comes to.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to hold that woman to the same pedestal and the same respect that has to a woman that has the actual skill, or education, or some kind of.
But she has the skills.
That's not skill. You sitting on your ass and getting banged, and a dude taking care of you. That's not a skill.
Okay. So let's get to the bottom of this. This is my opinion.
And it's
you may feel like it's not a skill, but to some people it's a skill. I'm
gonna say
no.
Exactly.
No. I'm not gonna say that.
Hard-working women that actually go out there.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't because some women think that is their job.
Okay, but see,
so
that's what I'm saying.
let's get to the basis of it, like we were saying, right? The initial question was, do men really want an independent woman? Your answer is, as a man, is
every man wants a woman with her own life.
Okay,
yes.
with her own life. Do you want an independent woman? Okay. The reason, from my perspective and
because I
the
don't
information
want a woman that
I've gathered,
solely dependent on me. I'm going to be the provider.
You may not want someone that's solely dependent, but let's face it. And on Facebook, I agree with a lot of people's opinions. We're gonna have to because here we go. I'm gonna have to get my point out. Y'all gonna let me get it out? I'm gonna get it out. My point is this. Right. No, my point is right. To me, because it's my opinion. Everybody's point is right to them. And remember, one thing about Life Tales in our show and me and Coley is that there are no right or wrong. I'm just telling you in general, there are no right or wrong answers. So you gave your perspective. I'm going to give mine.
Yeah, give it to Tiffany.
My perspective is this. I do agree with Coley's definition that an independent woman is a woman that cares for herself, that can care for herself, that does everything on her own, and may or may not be depending on another person. Now, when it comes to whether a man wants that completely, I don't necessarily feel that. I'm not a man, but I date men, and from what I see, they want independence to a certain extent. They want you to have a job. They want you to have transportation and some of the basics, but they don't want you to have too much. That's what I've experienced in comparison to what they have.
Any man that has a problem with a woman that makes more than
everybody says that, and not everybody says that, but that's not really what it is. And everybody could say, "Oh, I don't want a woman. I can handle my woman making this," but get with a CEO making $250,000 while you're making $40,000, and let's see how you feel.
Well, let me give a big shout out to Mark, by the way, who chimed in on it.
Yeah,
I've had the last, well, not the last one, but the last 3 women that I've had previous to the one that I had last, all made more money than me, and we still friends to this day. And I can go back.
Y'all friends?
Okay, but
y'all friends.
Listen.
Y'all
Us
friends.
not being
right
in
now, y'all friends.
Us being in a
friends.
us being in a relationship didn't have nothing to do with the financial
No,
situation.
I'm not gonna say the friends on, and I'm not gonna say
So what?
that
Because if it would have made it better if I'd have married one of them.
Well, let me say this. Let me.
I was engaged to one of them.
Okay, well, let me make this point too as well, because it goes back a little deeper too when we talk about the independence and how this even came about. Because it's really known within our culture, or within the black community and society, when this all became about. Because a majority of us in our generation, I'm not saying that's everybody, because people did grow up with both their parents in the household, but it's because of what we seen and what was brought to women psychologically, because you saw your mother raising you and your siblings or yourself independently. And
so I can't respect a woman that just lays on her ass to get what she wants. That's not. I can't hold you on the same pedestal as my mama.
Well, the thing about it is,
but some people mama was like that though.
That was. You're right.
You can't necessarily say that.
I said that. I mean that. What I'm saying is having a work ethic and a skill to provide.
What a world
is
is
more
so
respectable to me.
What a world is so backwards.
So you're saying
if women appropriately.
So what you say? What you say? I didn't hear you. What you say?
I said it's because of how the world is now. A man doesn't even court a woman properly now. So it is made in the mind. It's made in a lot of women's mind that they have to do everything themselves, because the man is supposed to be the provider, and you're not even providing the basics. You can't even take me out on a proper date. But you talking about something, you not respecting the woman that's laying on her back, but you respecting her when it's ready to do what
Let me tell you something. The way I feel about it is that's maybe for you're not respecting the woman that's laying on her back. I get it. I know a lot of people. I deal with a lot of people on a regular basis, and the thing is, we give these personas of what we think. Oh, we don't want to say we like the woman that lays on her back, but a lot of guys love that woman. A lot of women, and it's not. It's not what I prefer.
I don't understand
but my thing is, it's not what I prefer. But it's a lot of midnight later, whatever they want to call them, and they feel like that is a profession for them. And the reason why they feel they are successful is because they can get $10,000 a night, and you can't get $10 a night. And so, to some extent, who's to say that that's not a skill? I mean, and I know I'm the liberal one, but who's to say that that's not? Because a lot of women can't even get a ride to McDonald's, and they don't lay on their back, and they go to work every day at CVS and take care of their kids and have their own place. And can I get a man to respect them at all?
That's very
Can
true.
I get a ride to and from work, stand at that bus stop every day with their kids that they work so hard and so much respected skill stuff, and they don't have nothing to show for it.
When y'all talk about all of the things that's wrong with the world, and then I hear you speak as if integrity has no bearing on one's lifestyle when it comes to, because how can you I'm just not.
Here we go. We're not even gonna say integrity, because let me tell you something. I work hard. When I say hard working woman, I'm not gonna say it doesn't get any better, but do you know my day starts at 5:00? I get up every day. Every day I stock. I do something. I go 2-3 jobs before most people even wake up every day.
Check this out. I respect
and I don't
you.
do that.
I respect
but at
what
the
you
same
do.
time, I'm not gonna knock the next person's skill.
I don't knock
Who
him.
am I?
Listen to me. Listen
And
to
that's
what I'm
just
saying.
my
Listen to
opinion.
what I'm
And I
saying. Listen
respect
to what
yours.
I'm saying. All I'm saying is I would respect a woman like you that gets up and does what you're doing, being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to how much money she's making for having sex with whoever she's doing it with. I respect a woman like you. I would rather be and marry. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to all of that type of shit and what I'm I guess what I'm I don't want to say judging, that's the wrong word. But I guess what I'm gauging to probe the content of your character, I would hold somebody that has a business on a higher pedestal than someone that's
let's switch gears real quick, just for a hot second. Let's talk about all the creepers and the men out there that that pretty much say that they do want the independent woman.
Creepers,
right? And but when they find that independent woman, or whatever their definition of it is, or say that you are, or this woman is, or this is what they want, but then come to find out the one that they have is the one that's the total opposite.
listen, the reason, and that's the reason why the question was posed, and I think it's so important that we really listen to the question, because you're answering the question just as I said. Do men really want someone that's independent? I've seen a million times where a guy has got the girl that he said he wanted, or this independent lady, and still did not respect her. But with that being said, because I think one of my final points is I don't even like the word independent when it comes to people.
That's because it's so.
Because
that's like
word.
That's like the word love. Like people just throw that shit in there.
You down. Independence is like such a big, broad spectrum, and I think that that's what I was bringing home. Before all of the controversy, which everyone loves. And what we are going to do is get ready to go into a song. When we come back, we are taking callers. Pick up your phone, 313-742-7111. You got a comment on independence? You got a comment on something? Well, half a comment on something that we just said on air? Make sure you hit us up, 313-742-7111. We'll be right back. Tiff and Coley, like Tell Sales. What's up, everybody? You're back, tuned in to Life Tells Tales on 7mileradio.com. And we want to come back and give a special shout out to our sponsors from this weekend's launch party, which is Pinky's Sugar Shack, Four Seasons Events Catering, Muse Mob, musemob.com, and Juicing with Jay, a J Jules company. And we want to thank all those companies. Please support those black-owned businesses. Make sure you go online and check them out. But coming back, make sure you call in 313-742-7111. We're getting back to our topic, which was, do men really want an independent woman? And we kind of left off talking about how that word independent really can be misconstrued, and I don't like it as a practical word.
We have a caller on the line. Caller, you there?
Hello.
Caller, you there?
Can you hear me? She ain't hung up.
Okay. Somebody call back in, 313-742-7111.
Yeah, because we really want to hear what you have to say about some of the things that we had been talking about. And I mean, it was getting a little heated, and especially when you going between people's different perspectives and how they view things, and based off their own personal experiences and things that they have also witnessed. So, it's definitely something that is an interesting topic, because everyone has their different viewpoints on even how they view, again, like Tiffany said earlier, that word independence or independent. So
when it comes,
we want to hear you.
Yeah, because when it comes to independence, especially when it comes to African American women, we have been dubbed as this independent, so strong, don't need a man. And that's why I don't like the word independent, because independent almost indicates that you don't need another person. Caller, you're on the line with Life Tells Tales, Tiffany and Coley.
See,
what's
they hung
up?
Up again. We don't. What the hell? Why you
I
keep
don't
hanging
know.
up?
Don't hang up.
Don't hang up. When you hear us, don't hang up.
Well, maybe they can't. Just call back. We'll get you. But what I did have here was a few statistics from MadameNoir.com regarding marriage that I thought was a little interesting, because another aspect of the independent strong, I really wanted to is it that Caucasian and African American women, are we just so different?
Can you hear us, caller?
Caller.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, caller? You're on with Tiffany and Coley. What's your comment?
I think it's okay to be independent, but you can't be using that word, throwing that word out, just throwing it out.
Okay.
I think a man like an independent woman. I really do, but you can't know when to tone it down.
Come on now.
What you mean by that?
I was about to say,
explain that a little bit more.
When
you say tone it down.
You can't, like I'm saying, a lot of times a lot of women, I pay my own bills, I do my own thing, I have my own deals. Okay, that's fine and good, but learn how to be a lady and be a little softer. A man want to be needed.
Okay.
You gotta stroke him a little bit. You can't keep talking about how independent
you gotta stroke it a little bit. Say it again.
Yeah, you gotta stroke it.
I totally agree with that, and that's why before we clicked out, I was saying that I didn't like the word independent, because independent almost indicates that you're saying you don't need anybody else.
I don't need exactly.
Yeah, and that's a little different from being self-sufficient. I like that term a little better.
Self-sufficient.
Okay.
That's why I said
interesting.
earlier when I say a man wants a woman with his own life. I didn't say independent. I guess that's where I was going with as far as being self-sufficient. You should
because
have
that
your
was really
own
like
life.
my point, but I had the long drawn out version.
Because
and then
independent,
self-sufficient is a little different to me than independent.
It's like I can do what I want.
Right.
When I want. What
All
I mean?
right. Well, thank you, caller. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I think that's another good point, and again, I agree with Tiffany when you say to that degree, because independent, that basically means that you just don't need nobody, no type of support.
And then it's like, why should I put forth the effort? You know what I mean? Because now it's just like, you making me feel like, oh, I'm good with it, I got you, or if I don't got you. So
but
it's
technically, and that's why I don't like the word, because technically when you look up the definition, it doesn't exclude a person, but just from the stigma of the word, it automatically gives us that, I'm excluding this person, I'm independent, it's all about me, I'm independent, and that's what I was saying about the word. Does a man really want an independent woman? Probably not. Even in
when you define it like that, then
when you define it as self-sufficient,
but
to
when
me,
you go around,
everybody wants to be
when
self-sufficient.
you go off the overall, I guess, view of what independent is, then
Yeah.
Caller, you live on the air. What's going on?
What's going on, caller? You there?
They hung up.
You
we
there?
Got,
Okay.
we got
We're
another
gonna-
caller.
we're gonna
Wait, caller, you live on the air. Somebody else. You there, caller?
Caller, you're live on the air with Life Tells Tales.
Yep, everything is over.
Hello.
I want to hear another. I want to hear
can't call
another
me.
man's perspective. I want to hear another man's point of
We're
view.
gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see who we can get to call in first. But yeah, I definitely like that. But what I had some statistics about like independence, because a lot of times when we think independence is who wants to be with who, and what it was that black women were married at about 10% less rate than Caucasian women, and a lot of times we're made to believe that it's such a disparaging difference. 10% is a caller. You're on air. You there?
Speak up. Speak up.
Yeah, I don't
We're
know
having
what's
some
going on.
technical difficulties.
Somebody from California, wherever you call
Oh,
from.
it's a California call. Yeah.
Yep, we got a
We got
California call.
Kelly. All right now.
Yep, we had a caller from California right there.
Okay, they got
So
a call back.
yeah, what was you saying, Coley?
No, I was just saying with the marriage percentage. So when I looked it up, it was about 38 to 48%. So to be honest, it's still half of Caucasian women that never marry or don't get married, at least according to some statistics that I got online. And also, I was looking at interracial marriage just to see, is there a difference with our men? Our men do get married 4% more than we do. So if our
other races,
statistics just 4% more to other races, because if you think about it, black women, they say, get married at about 38 to 42%.
Okay.
Caucasian women at about like 48 to 52%, about 10%
And they
more.
get married young.
And our men get married at about a 42 to 44%. So they get married 4% more, which of course means that they're marrying someone else. But the numbers weren't as big as I thought. Guess who were the number one interracial couples that get together?
Please enlighten us.
Caucasian and Hispanic. 37% of all interracial marriage is Caucasian and Hispanic, which is the largest majority. And the African American white marriage is only 7.9%.
Really?
So we put this big, and I think it goes to my bigger conspiracy that, we overthink things as African Americans all together.
Make things bigger than they
we
actually
make
are.
things bigger than what they are, but I just found those particular statistics to be interesting, just to know that
Phone lines are still open, by the way.
phone lines still open, 313-742-7111.
Yeah, hit us up.
Hit us up. So that was just something that I thought was different about the whole independence woman, black woman, so strong movement.
Yeah, that was some very interesting stuff. So again, let's kind of back that on up again when you were saying that you prefer the self-sufficient, right? In other words, to say independent. So would you call yourself self-sufficient?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think over the years, first off, I used to be a real hardcore person. I mean, some people may think I'm still hardcore now, but I mean, like
what do you
when
when
I say I'm not a gangster, I'm not a thug, you know, but you know, I could be hardcore. That's all I am.
You a little tough.
No. It's just the way I was raised, you know. So I've been softening
Joy Road
up.
attitude.
Yeah,
Where you from? See, Joy Road. See, ain't that?
But
See, I hear.
I'm from Joy Road. I went to a
Joy
historically black college and university. Shout out to Dillon University. I have a master's of business administration from the University of Detroit Mercy. So, but I'm from Joy Road too. So,
I'm from Joy
you know,
Road. I'm from Joy Road.
We mix it all up.
I'm from Joy Road.
But with that,
hey, caller, you live on the air? Can you hear us?
What's up, caller?
What's up?
Hello.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, you got it.
Oh man,
Hey.
we just chilling, man. How you feel about independent women, man?
Yeah, I was gonna comment on that. Most guys love independent women, but most guys want more than anything is to be wanted.
Okay.
Men inherently need.
So having an independent woman kind of contradicts.
Okay,
Men
so
inherently need to be needed.
okay, so what about that woman that does show you that you are needed? Then and she still possess those qualities. She can pay her bills, you know. She don't rely on you for anything or don't need you for anything. Then what happens there?
That's a beautiful thing.
Okay, so you say you don't have no issue. So you got an independent woman?
Independent.
Oh, all right
But she makes me feel like she needs me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Most women can do it on their own. They you know, we like an arm piece for women.
So what's
most women can do it on their own. Women are strongest being on this planet.
Very true.
Tell them again,
true.
brother. Tell them again,
It's very true. It's very true. But when you say you want her to make you feel needed, just give me a small example. What do you mean needed if an independent woman needed something?
What are you asking me? What a woman
How does your woman make you feel needed?
By acting like she wants things or just saying things that she might
love
like
and appreciate.
You know what I'm saying? She can get it herself. But it's better if I give it to her and make her feel better.
Oh,
Okay, but is that just a gift or do you pay her bills?
No, it ain't gotta be. It don't have to be a gift. It can be anything. It can be making some toast.
Okay.
It can be cooking some lobster like what I just done. Cook lobster and rice. It can be
all
that
right.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Lobster and rice.
I appreciate your woman.
All right now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ain't no special day to celebrate a woman. Ain't no special day to celebrate your man. You should celebrate each other daily, and things will be a whole lot better.
How long you been with your woman?
Excuse me?
How long you been with your woman?
Over 30 years.
Hey, that's what we talking about. Everybody, you heard it here. Thank you very much, caller. We definitely appreciate those comments from a male perspective. That's what's up.
All right now, so keep it rolling in. We still want to hear from you. 313-742-7111. Tell us what's on your mind about being independent. What is your perspective? How do you feel about it? Even give us some of your own personal experiences.
Because
what's going on?
Another thing, because I'm going to take this back to the whole social media thing. So I posted a question the other day, and the question was, should a woman maybe, I can't, what was the wording? Downplay some of their accomplishments to make a man feel comfortable. Of course, everyone said no. But in that concept, I brought that up because can a woman come off too strong or too independent initially where she scares the man so much that he doesn't get to appreciate the self-sufficient part? Can a woman say, hi, I'm Dr. such and such PhD and I make $300,000 and I don't have any kids and 5 houses and I don't need you, and and come across as that even though she's really only trying to date? And I think that kind of was my purpose. Not to say don't say what you've done, but even in my own dating,
use her attributes like that
But how's that using your attributes? I mean, if you want to get to know the person, you're going to ask her what does she do.
I guess it was the tone in which she was saying it. It was
You
almost
can ask,
like
so ask me what I do. Ask me what I do.
I was just talking about that on the live video that I was just talking about that. Like it's so hard to meet a person once you get to a certain status, because now once you meet them and a simple conversation about what it is that you do now will change a person's mentality to now they feel like they gotta they gotta get up on you. Right. Like, I can't, like, she got money. I need to get with her. He got money. Right. Like, he a rapper. He do this.
But a person gonna think like that regardless.
Okay, Coley. So here we go.
Yeah, you absolutely right.
Okay, so you the guy, we on the date, right? So I'm the girl, right? So come on.
Yo, dog, what up, light skin? How you feeling?
We on a date. I didn't say you was trying to talk to me because you wouldn't even got my number with that.
Oh, dang.
She talking about what's up, light skin, doggy dog. Listen, that was Tiff Dog in '99. What up, doe? That's not 2016. You gotta come on, let's go. Don't play me like that.
No, that was her. No, that was her. That was the loser hole was for her.
Man, don't get that to me.
That was the whackness.
I jumped a few fences back in
the day. That was bad as a dude that I heard say, "Hey, baby."
My accent is coming out. You didn't really tell me to set up the stage. I said, come on, out there.
Right? Because we gotta come back with these segments. Y'all gonna love these segments. Come on.
Oh, man, Tiffany, you look so beautiful today.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, great. I just want to get to know you a little bit more. You want to get to know me? I feel like I'm like Michael Jackson or I don't know. But anyway.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, but.
Your shades ain't changed yet. I don't think you Michael Jackson.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. It's coming. Okay. It's coming. Like, like some other people out here. But anyway, what's up with you? What you do?
Well, I'm the head nurse of Beaumont Hospital for the whole Oakland County region.
Hey, y'all got to call her.
I'm also a Regent Wayne County director board person, and I also run 3 501c3s. What do you do?
Hey, caller, you're going to have to hold on.
What do you
call her?
And then you be like, oh, I work at FedEx. Come on,
I'm a manager at McDonald's.
I'm sorry.
Hey, okay. Caller, are you there? Can you hear us or what?
What's up, caller? You on air with Life Tells Tales?
What up, dog?
What up?
Hey, how you feeling?
What's going on? I want to comment on your topic.
Okay.
But I agree with y'all with saying that a successful woman, independent woman, I love that. But I just don't like the ones that say they don't need a man.
Okay.
Because every woman needs a man, and every man needs a woman. So that's like a turnoff.
Man, the ones that say that is the ones that's depressed and down, and they ain't had no date in a while.
Had no balls,
and they didn't have some unsuccessful, some unsuccessful run-ins, and that's what the ones say.
But you know what? A lot of women do say that.
Yeah, and that's a lot of women majority of the time.
So you've experienced that.
To say though, but I don't think that's like a good thing to spread.
So you hear that often.
Yeah, I done heard it for years. Like, I don't need a man. I can do it on my own. But I mean, a lot of women can do it on their own. But it's just the fact that to make a whole, like how it's supposed to be a whole family, you got to have a man. Man need a woman. We're gonna have kids, and it ain't about finances all the time.
Well, no, I totally agree with you. I think that men and women need each other. That's what we were created on this earth for, to be with each other, to love each other. But one thing I will say is I do think a lot of women can be too strong, overly strong. I don't need a man. But a lot of men don't make a woman feel needed either. And that's the issue. So men automatically, because women are the nurturers, I guess it's always naturally our job to follow up and make sure you're okay. But if a man is not necessarily making his woman feel needed, then she may come across as, oh, I don't need you. If you're not coming in saying I'm hungry, just like how the last caller was saying, the woman should make you feel needed. I really do think if men want their women to be a little more subservient or a little more subtle, that they should start saying things as well.
Or make me want to be submissive to you. I hate, it's
kind of both ways.
Thank you. And that's what it goes back to when I said earlier about how everything is reversed now. Like men don't even know how to properly court a woman now. So, women love, I don't care how hardcore that woman may be. All women love surprises. They love to want to feel like they're needed.
They love love.
They love love. They eat it up. So if you're not providing that for them, they find other ways to get it as well.
So, and let me ask you this question, but before we let you go. So, do you mind if a woman has substantially more than you, as long as she never brings it up, or let's say she has a more demanding schedule, she works more hours? Is that an issue for you?
No, it wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be an issue for me. It was as long as she handling her business. I'm gonna be right behind her because I'm gonna be doing my thing too. But if she busy all 18 hours, I'm a cook. I'm a rub her feet when she get home. You know what I'm saying? So
soon as
that's either way. If I'm tired,
that's what I'm talking about. So, caller, you got a woman?
I'll make it
I'm
up
single.
to
Now I'm
you.
just strictly single.
Baby, I'll do
single.
what
You
I
hear that,
gotta
ladies?
do.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling in. We really appreciate your calls. Everybody,
you.
that was
Look
a
like-
great segment. We appreciate everybody.
Hey,
Wait, we got another
we got
caller.
another caller on the line. What's going
Yeah,
on,
we
caller?
gotta
What's
let
your
her come
opinion?
through.
What you got to say? No, I believe that was the other caller.
Caller, are you on the line?
there?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, listen to us on the phone, baby. Don't listen on the radio station. Listen on your phone.
Turn that radio down.
Yeah, turn your radio down. I always want to say that and shit. Turn your radio down. She listen.
Okay, it's all the way down.
Yeah, listen to us on the phone. Don't listen to us on the radio.
Hello, caller. What you got to say?
Well, I've been listening to your show, and I just feel like it's kind of being directed to, like, men are, like, not doing their part. But I think it has a lot to do with the ladies.
Oh man, thank you. See, I want to hug you. Can I get you a hug through the phone?
Okay, what do you mean it has a
ahead.
lot to do? Tell us a little bit more.
So I feel like ladies are always taking this independent role after a man has done them wrong. Then they want to say how independent they are.
Very true.
But ladies are always sitting at home talking about how they wish they had a man, but in front of people, I'm independent. I don't need no man.
Right.
So I just got a problem with how society is set up now. Like, I do agree with Coley where the roles have reversed. However, I think it all kind of roots back to slavery. I'm going to take y'all way back because I feel like us as black people have been set up to downgrade our men. No other race does that.
Yes, I wasn't even gonna get on that one, but come on with it.
No, you speaking truth.
I agree with that, and I think that they followed
system
that
has been
up
setting
with
up
the
for women to
Vietnam
prosper.
when they sent all the guys for Vietnam.
Yeah.
Because we were just starting to reestablish the African American family with the plants and people working, and then they took all our men even after we tried again to respect them. They took our leaders, they killed them, and then they sent our men to Vietnam and left the women alone to raise the children, or rather the
And now
children
that
to
y'all
raise
developed the
themselves.
skills naturally, like y'all will do as the queens that y'all are. Now it's like, fuck y'all, we don't need y'all.
What do you think there's anything we can do to fix that?
Understand? I mean, it's all about education. The first thing is, how can we fix a problem that we have not diagnosed? The sister that just called diagnosed the issue, and without us knowing the battle, how can we fight it? And that's the battle that we are facing with our people. And until we all understand that on a mass scale, we won't be able to tackle that and get back to where we need to be as people.
And thank you, caller, for that.
Most
That
definitely.
different
Most
perspective. That
We
was a
want to
great
thank
perspective.
all the callers that called in for sure. We're going to kick it off to a song. When we come back, we're going to talk about what are they really worth. Since we were talking about independent women, independent men, I got some celebrity net worth that's really going to blow your socks. You're going to be tripping to find out how much your favorite celebrities are really worth. And then we're going to get into talk about how you really can be independent by increasing that credit score. All right, everybody. Life Tales.
Warning.
What's up?
What's up? You're back listening live to Life Tales. Well, we've been talking about some interesting topics and different perspectives on what is your definition of an independent woman. Do men really want an independent woman? So with that being said, me and Tiffany got some interesting facts to throw at you to help you not only boost that credit score, but to also tell you a little bit more about other ways that you can hold on to your money, okay? So it's just so funny when people, or when we talk about the independent women, or how we say, oh, I don't need nobody, I don't need nothing, I don't need that. But then again, you can't even get a credit card at Kohl's with a $400 limit. You know, or if you having a hard time and you don't like your cell phone provider, or you never even have a cell phone before, or got rid of your cell, whatever the case may be, you can't even get your own cell phone put in your name. You can't even purchase your own vehicle without a cosigner. So I'm going to kind of give you some quick little tips on how you can go about raising and boosting that credit score, and so you understand what is all entailed in a credit score. So first and foremost, you want to get a report, okay? You want to get a report on your credit score, and it is provided, it is federal law that you receive at least one credit report a year for free, and that is under the Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Act, which is FACTA. And the three main websites, because everyone say, okay, where can I go to get my report, right? Now, some of
Union,
yep,
Equifax,
exactly. So the three major, first of all, the three major credit bureaus that they'll pull from is Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. There you go. Yep, it's Experian,
I believe
TransUnion, and Equifax.
Sometimes I think if you go to Experian, you can probably get all three of them.
Yeah, that could be so. I've never been on that before, but I'm about to tell you the two major websites you can go to. So if you got a pen and paper, or put it down on your cell phone, notes, whatever you need to do. So again, that's Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You can go on creditsesame.com or creditkarma.com. Okay? So again, first and foremost, get that credit report. Once you get that credit report, or especially if you've been working on improving your credit, you always want to dispute any errors, okay? Because that also brings your credit score down. If there is something on there that, let's say you did clean up a bill and it's still on the report, or you might, or it has something that's unjust or unfair or negative comments, you definitely want to clear that up as well. Pay off any past due amounts as soon as possible. So, meaning by that, if you have credit cards that's open out there, or if you do have a car or a cell phone bill, all of that matters in the grand scheme of things when it comes to your credit. Even if it's a doctor's bill, all that is affected by your credit, and especially when it goes to collections, okay? So, another thing that you want to do when you want to increase your credit score is that you want to avoid opening any credit cards, okay? Now, if you already have some credit cards, it's good to keep them open, especially they look at your history. It's good because it shows that you have a history of credit, and you're able to, balance your finances. And especially, you never want to close out a credit card that has a balance left on it, okay? So those are just a few of the tips. Now, I know some people say, well, what is all included in your credit score? Like, what actually is a credit score? How is it looked at? How is it, what is entailed in a credit score? So this is what encompasses your credit score. 35% of it is your payment history. So that goes back to, you want to make sure that if you have any late payments, anything going into collections, bankruptcy, all that harms your credit. All right. Then they look at your debt level as well. That's 30% of your credit score. So the payment history and your debt level is what really makes up a majority of your credit score. Then it's your length of credit history. So that goes back to that pans out to 15% of it. So again, it goes back to when I said if you have any credit cards that's open, you definitely want to keep the ones that you've had the longest open, because they want to look at your history. And then the inquiries on your credit score, that's about 10% of it. So if you are, again, opening up a lot of different credit cards, or if you want to go get that new charger that came out, every time your credit is ran, it affects it by 10%. Okay? And then you definitely, and it also shows that it could be a possible financial trouble as well, especially when you go into opening up too many credit cards. And I know people say, well, how do you balance it? It is a balance. You just got to kind of know where you're at, and especially when it comes to the debt. And then last but not least, 10% of it is also you doing a mix of credit. It's good to show that you have a mixture of different credits, whether it be retail, or if it's American Express, Visa, MasterCard. You kind of want to have a mixture of different accounts as well. So those are just some quick tips, just to give you real quick just on how you can kind of work on your credit to improve it, to build it up, and what you need to do to get started. So most importantly, to take away from it, first thing you want to do is get a copy of your credit report. Know what's on there. You never know what's on there. So it's good to at least get a glance at that at least once a year if you can.
Okay, and now here I come with the ratchet section. So thank you, Coley, for telling everybody how we can boost our scores and be even more independent.
My pleasure.
Right. Okay, well now I want to talk about celebrities, right? We love celebrities. I love celebrities. Love celebrity gossip. So since we were talking about independence, I wanted to tie that in and let's talk about some real celebrity net worth. What are they really, really worth, right? So everybody loves Amber Rose and how she made her come up. She started with Kanye. She had a baby with Wiz. Next thing you know, she was on her own. Independent woman to the fullest. She is worth $5 million. And that's a hell of a come up, would you say? And can you believe that the new move emoji she had came out made $2 million in the first day? And $4 million in the first week. So her old net worth was actually $5 million. We haven't seen next year since the move emoji has come out. So way to be independent, way to go, girl, way to rock it and turn your stripper days, as Mark would say, into a real power move.
Power moves by Amber Rose.
Go. Black China would be the next one up. Counting them dollars. Black China is worth $3 million.
All right,
and that's not to mention that she just had the Chimoji come out, which is the #1 app on the iPhone, iTunes, and on the Google Play Store. It's the #1 paid app right now, and she's worth $3 million. The thing that I think is interesting about that is that Tyga, her ex that was with Kylie, is only worth $2 million.
Oh wow!
So she's worth 3 and he's worth 2. Like, really go figure. Like, that doesn't even add up. Then I had to look up your girl because everybody has this little Keisha Cole thing going on with me. She's worth $9.5 million. Ultimate independent woman on her own. And they actually, even though some people have said things about her last couple of albums, they actually all went platinum. So $9.5 million for Keisha Cole. Then
talking about your twin.
Okay, so then I had to go look up some of my housewives. Shout out to Nene, Candy Burris. We love them. Candy is worth $35 million. Okay, and she gets $450,000 per season for Real Housewives. But you know how Nene is always jumping on Candy. I think she's a little jealous because Nene is worth 12. 12 million is a come up, but Candy is double, triple lapping you right now. The difference is though, Nene gets $1 million per season. Candy only gets 450. And guess how much Greg is worth? Since we're talking about the woman who makes more, $3.5 million. Nene, remember, was worth less than him in the beginning. He actually funded her come up, and now she's tripling, doubling up on him. I thought that was very interesting. Then I also looked up my girl Keisha Kayor. I don't know, a lot of people are fans, even though we rock MuseMob.com. That's what we rock. But I do like Keisha Kayor, and that's Gucci Mane's girlfriend. So when I looked it up, I knew this couldn't be accurate, and that lets you know that Gucci Mane got that in the wall money. It said he's worth $500,000. Who believes that? The trap god is worth more than that, and it says that his leading lady is worth $1 million, and I really can see her being worth more than that. But I found that interesting that a lot of the statistics of these girls who were put on by these guys, how they surpass them, kind of how Kim Kardashian did with Ray J. You know what I mean? Her net worth is in the hundred millions or close to that, and Ray J is still at the $15-16 million mark, which is good money. But when you look at that person put them on. So to me, that was my ode to the ultimate independent. All statistics were found on CelebrityNetWorth.com and also Forbes.com. So we want to give them credit for their find. We also want to give a shout out to Detroit Coldest Unisex Salon on James Cousins and Hartwell. They have been listening in and they've been clicking in. Thank you guys for your support.
Thank you for your ongoing support.
So what's your closing remarks, Coley, on this first show on this beautiful Thursday, 7:00? What you got to say?
Well, what I got to say is, again, thank you for everyone that tuned in. This definitely has been definitely not the last. So we just want to say a huge shout out to everyone that has been supporting us from the jump, who's going to continue to support us. Please check us out on YouTube, Life Tales. Check out our first short film with many to come. This is Tiffany and Coley. Life Tales tells the multimedia experience. We're going to be bringing you much more in the future. And I just want to say, keep tuned in because we got a lot to give you.
I want to say everybody come out to Maccabees in downtown Detroit tomorrow. I am doing my stand-up debut. The show starts at 6:30. That's Maccabees downtown. That's on Warren and Woodward downtown Detroit. I will be doing some stand-up. Tomorrow it'll be my debut, so I hope everybody comes out and supports me for that. I just want to thank everybody for supporting us, period. I want to thank just everybody and everything. Make sure you go on YouTube and you check out that short film. It is full of laughs. It was shot at Detroit Film Studios with Charlene Jeter. We really appreciate her support in that film and making that. We will have more things coming up, more reels, more clips. Just get ready. We're going to hit you with something every week. So make sure you're on that YouTube, checking that, and that you're also following us on social media, seeing where we'll be at different spots.
Yes, and on Instagram, that is Life Tales Tales. So make sure that you are following us. And again, thank you for listening, and we got more to come. So just keep tuned in each and every Thursday, 7:00 p.m. to 8:00 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. And again, 7mileradio.com.
All right, everybody. Maccabees tomorrow. I'll see you at 6:30. Thank you so much, Detroit. Thank you, Mark. 7mileradio.com, and we out.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile